Hello, beautiful humans. I'm Jem Madrone, and today I wanted to jump in and just share some information that has been coming through about the collective awakening process, because as a lot of you know, as we've been going through this from the very beginning of this COVID mess until now, we've been seeing a lot of parallels to the between what's going on collectively with the personal awakening process. And as a lot of us are aware, there is a collective awakening happening on this planet, and it's been happening for quite a while, but this COVID experience has really catalyzed it for so many people and has made it more evident that this is happening on a much bigger level than we even realized before. And so throughout the experience, starting at the beginning, it was pretty easy for me to see how the different parts of the COVID process and what we're all experiencing when we went into quarantine, and as we were in quarantine for a while and through it, it was pretty clear how that related to the awakening process, and it was really amazing for me to see that. But recently I've been like, I don't get it. I don't really know where we're at right now. I am not really sure how this relates, and it was just kind of like, what the fuck? We're all in this what the fuck moment of what's really happening here, because we had a whole lot of hope that this epidemic, this pandemic, whatever you want to call it, was going to provide this massive change and this massive shift for the entire planet. And there was a lot of excitement about it, at least for me. I had a lot of excitement, and I still do, but I was been really confused, because it's just, nothing ever happens the way we see it happening or hope it'll happen. It's always on a different timeline. And so lately I realized, we're in the what the fuck stage of awakening. And that's where we are right now collectively. And it really comes, I see it on a personal level. So first I'll kind of explain what that stage looks like on a personal level, is when the rug gets pulled out from under you in a massive way. Whether it's something personal in your life that happens, a traumatic event, a divorce, a loss of someone you love, a accident, illness, or you have an experience, a spiritual experience, or a plant medicine experience, or a spontaneous experience that shifts everything that you thought you knew. And so that's what these experiences do. They pull the rug out from under you, and they shift everything that you thought you knew was true and solid and real, and you realize none of it is true and solid and real. And at first that often comes with the excitement of like, wow, holy shit, I'm starting to see what's really real, and this feels amazing inside of me. And there's a lot of hope, and that's what propels us on this path of awakening, that propels us to really look within ourselves and see what's really going on in a deeper level. And so we went through that, and once we get to the point where we think the answers are just going to be downloaded to us, and that doesn't happen, and we've let go and we've surrendered all of these things we knew weren't true, but there's nothing else, there's nothing there yet, because we have to be in that space of not knowing. And so that's often when people start to just like grasp onto something. They might try to go back to what was solid in their life, and old belief systems, old structures, and hope that feels solid, and realize that it doesn't, because they know that it's not solid and it's not true for them anymore. And some people may grasp to that spiritual ego, and to create something new that they can grasp onto and hold on to. And that's really just a smokescreen from doing the deeper work, and eventually that will show up, because the inner suffering will still continue. And so that phase for us personally almost everyone goes through that, where they're trying to grasp and find something to hold on to, and there's just nothing. But they're really trying, and some people may be more successful than others, and other people may just give up and sit on the couch and stare at the ceiling for a while or whatever. But that part of the process is really important. And I see that that's where we are collectively right now. That we went through the place where a lot of us felt hopeful, and we're like, thank God things are changing, shifting, like people can't rely on the old structures. And then we went through a lot of, dark night of the soul stuff, where people were going through a lot of suffering. And then as we come out the other side, back into, hoping to be what life used to be, and finding that it's not, a lot of people are grasping for something solid to hold on to. And so that's what we're seeing, because our culture is based on stuff. It's based on capitalism. It's based on having and collecting and money, and who can get the most, and that our self-worth is based on that. And so a lot of people have really gone back to those old cultural systems, and are grabbing as much as they can right now. And we see this like heavy consumerism that's happening. And it's really just an attempt for people to feel comfortable and safe again, and solid, because that's all they really know. And unfortunately, a lot of it is coming at the expense of other people. And so that's what's making a lot of us go like, what the fuck? Like, this looks so ugly, and I don't understand what's going on, and life is so hard, and this is just really strange. And really, it's because people are trying to find that solidity that they used to have. And they're like, okay, well, if I just buy another car, if I just buy another house, if I just go on vacation, and I do this and I do that, then I'm going to feel safe again. Then I'm going to feel secure again, because that's what made me feel safe and secure before. And so I believe that's where we are right now. And everyone has a different perspective on this according to where they are in their own process of transformation. But what I want to offer to you is that, knowing that this is a phase in the process, that it's going to balance out. It's going just like it does for us personally. At some point, this is going to balance out collectively and calm down. And a lot of people are going to realize, oh, wow, that didn't work, so I need to try something different. And that may open the door for an even higher expansion of consciousness that comes from us really seeking something that is actually more helpful than buying a new car. So that's exciting. But on the other hand, a lot of people won't, get it. They're just not there yet. And they're just going to suffer more, because they realize it doesn't bring them joy, but they have no idea how to find that joy or that peace, except for just doing the same process of really the grab and go culture that we're in. And so what I offer for people going through this collectively and personally is that you just sit and observe, that you don't react, that you don't impulsively grab towards whatever shiny object is close to you, whether that is, buying something new, or whether that is ignoring what's happening inside of yourself and, watching Netflix, or even just distracting yourself with something that seems more fun. There's so many ways that we distract ourselves and do the grab and go thing, so that we don't really have to look at what's going on internally. And so I just really encourage everybody just to take a deep breath, to slow down, and to observe and watch. And when we observe and watch, we get so much insight just from that. We really start to understand what's happening internally and also externally around us. And so my optimism hasn't changed. I'm still really excited and hopeful, and I know that this collective process of awakening is happening, and it's happening on the timeline that is perfect for our planet. And so really take the time to take care of yourself, to go inward and to ask what is needing to be healed right now, what is asking for your attention, that part of you that feels unsafe or ungrounded or like it has nothing to stand on. What does it need right now? And as we really take the time to take care of ourselves, we are able to see that next step of healing that needs to happen, and we resist the urge to just grab at that shiny object. And so I'm just sending you guys so much love. I know this is a really crazy hard time to be alive right now, but I'm grateful that all of you are here and doing the work. And if you find yourself in this part of the process or any part of the awakening process that is really challenging and you want some support or help through it, then please reach out, send a private message, and we'll talk and see if the work that I do with my clients would be a good fit for you. So sending you guys so much love, and I'll see you in the Facebook group. Bye.